Mark Rogers TV, as we continue our analysis of the first round of the NFL Draft, we have knocked out selections 1 through 11, so let's pick it up at selection number 12. The New York Giants going to wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr. out of LSU. He teamed with Jarvis Landry at wide receiver and also Zach Mettenberger, who we will see selected sometime in the third or fourth round most likely. For one of the most prolific passing attacks in college football, despite LSU having a top ground gainer as well in Jeremy Hill. Odell Beckham Jr. has top speed. He's a polished wide receiver. He catches the ball with his hands, and he's an excellent route runner. I like this pick for the Giants at number 12, helping out Eli Manning in the passing game on the outside. At number 13, the St. Louis Rams take a guy that was just a tear off the edge for the Pitt Panthers, Aaron Donald, who won all the major awards. Named defensive major awards in college football, and Aaron Donald cleaned them all up, and deservedly so, as the top defender, certainly in the ACC and most likely the country last season. 28.5 tackles for loss, 11 sacks. Aaron Donald, an excellent selection on the turf for St. Louis, coming off the edge after the opposing quarterbacks. At number 14, the Bears go with Kyle Fuller, another one of those Fullers out of Virginia Tech. Kyle, a cornerback who statistically has not been as productive as he was as a sophomore in 2011 when he racked up 14.5 tackles for loss and 4.5 sacks. But he's played different, more so in coverage, less run support, less blitzing in the last two seasons. So don't let the numbers decline scare you. Kyle Fuller also missed 3 games for Virginia Tech in 2013. Goes to the Bears at number 14. All right, on to the Pittsburgh Steelers at number 15, going with Ryan Shazier out of Ohio State. Shazier, one of my favorite players to watch in college football over the past few seasons. He should have been the 2012 Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year. He should have been the 2013 Big Ten Player of the Year. 2012 went to a teammate in John Simon, and then Chris Borland in 2013. I liked Shazier to win the award in both 2012 and 13. He made the most big plays. He was a game changer in the Big Ten in both those seasons. Specifically in 2012 with 23.5 tackles for loss and 7 sacks. Those were actually his stats from 2013 after racking up 17 tackles for loss and 5 sacks in 2012. This guy is a laser from sideline to sideline, undersized, but a laser-like speed from sideline to sideline for the Steelers at number 15. Also finished in the top 3 in the Big Ten in tackles for loss and total tackles both these last 2 seasons. Dallas at number 16 doesn't go with a big splash. Johnny Manziel. We have a video post on Johnny Manziel. Check it out, please. The Cowboys instead go with the pick of Zach Martin, the tackle out of Notre Dame, very highly touted, not in the class based on the scouting analysis of Taylor Lewan out of Michigan, and also, of course, Greg Robinson and Jake Matthews out of the SEC. But Zach Martin, a very capable tackle, goes to the Cowboys at number 16. So for the second consecutive season, Dallas does not go for the skilled player, the flashy player. They go for the offensive lineman. Last year, the Wisconsin center. This time, Zach Martin out of Notre Dame. At number 17, the Baltimore Ravens. Ozzie Newsome, the GM from the University of Alabama, one of the great players in the history of that school under Bear Bryant, goes with the Alabama player. C.J. Moseley, the captain, a very, very stabilizing force. The leader of that defense at Alabama, one of the best defenses in college football. Again, yes, he was the captain. He was the leader. He got everyone in the right position. Yes, he's a bit small. He has struggled in coverage at times. He's going to have to bulk up. But they liked him on the set to a young Ray Lewis who came out of the U in 1996. C.J. Moseley goes to number 17 and Baltimore. At 18, the New York Jets. Rex Ryan, another defensive back. No, it wasn't a corner this time, but he went for the safety. And in today's NFL, your top safety coverage guy is almost like a corner, has to play man-to-man coverage at times and also pick up some guys in zone coverage. And, of course, Rex likes to let the defensive pass rush go and play the man-to-man if he can. And he's got a good one in Louisville's Calvin Pryor, who will also step up and defend the run. Of course, you need that at safety in particular. 75 total tackles out of prior, 3 interceptions, and 5.5 sacks for Louisville, a one-loss team in 2013. All right, at 19, Miami goes with Ja'Wuan James, who could possibly be a bit of a reach here. Ja'Wuan James was on most draft boards at that 30 to 35 position, and the Dolphins take him at 19. We've seen the Dolphins reach for players a la Ted Ginn and others in recent years. Ja'Wuan James, though, with 49 starts to set a school record at Tennessee. And also, though the Vols have been down in the win-loss column, they have racked up some of the top rushing figures in the SEC in recent years. And this, one of the reasons why Antonio Richardson, his teammate, gained more acclaim in the SEC ranks as first-team all-conference, etc. Ja'Wuan James, though, by NFL Scouts rankings, the better player, and the Dolphins take James at number 19. All right, the New Orleans Saints traded up with the Arizona Cardinals, so they swapped from 27 to 20. So the Cardinals drop to 27, also pick up the Saints' third-round pick. And fourth, the Saints go for more offense. They pick up Brandin Cooks. This guy put up some gaudy numbers at Oregon State out of the Pac-12 just in 2013. 128 catches, 1,730 yards, and 16 touchdowns. This guy really raised his stock at the Combine by running so well, proved to have blazing speed at the Combine. He catches the ball with his hands. He's got so many reps under his belt after catching almost 70 balls as a junior, and then again his senior season or his last season at Oregon State with 128 catches, and the Saints have another weapon in that passing offense with Drew Brees at the helm. All right, Green Bay at number 21. Clinton-Dix seems to be a nice matchup for them and a nice selection for the Packers, who were possibly looking at Bradley Roby, Ryan Shazier off the board from Ohio State. So they go with Clinton-Dix, who despite just 4.58 speed is a guy that has always been able to range from sideline to sideline at safety and be able to close on the football and make the big hit on the receiver and break up some long passes downfield. He also comes up and makes tackles in open field. Clinton-Dix, one of the top players out of the University of Alabama in recent years, goes to the Packers at 21 and certainly came styling at Radio City Music Hall with the crimson jacket. Clinton-Dix living up to his name at the draft and looking very sharp. That's our analysis of picks 12 through 21. We would like to hear from you, your comments on these selections right here on Mark Rogers TV.